And this is a big one, text scaling. Since the use of annotation scales is a fairly common workflow with MicroStation, we do get some text scaling issues. I'd say one of the most common text scaling issues we get is when a reference, when you attach a design file as a reference, the active annotation scale is either toggled off or on and your text is blown up or really, really tiny. So a lot of times the solution is just to toggle this on or off depending on your case. But what this will do is it'll force the reference to use the active design model's annotation scale. So this is a common troubleshooting step when you're working with these issues. So if you have really, really large text or really, really tiny text in your files that shouldn't be there, check this setting in your reference just to be sure that's not causing the issue. The other thing that we get is how to scale text in one direction. When you're working with all these different scaling features, it's easy to get lost in the weeds, but this gives you a good tool to scale text in either the X or Y direction. It's kind of a hidden trick, but you've got to select a text with the element selection tool, then left click on one of those display handles. It's usually blue, and then tap the Alt key and then move the mouse in the desired direction. It's going to stretch your text in one direction. So that's a good tool to know. And one of the last issues we'll cover with text scaling is sometimes we get some problems reported by our users where the text is not scaling correctly. Maybe some is scaling, but some is not. And this is likely due to the fact that the annotative property for text can be switched off. So if this is the case where some text is scaling but others is not, and it's not following the annotation scale, we'll just ask you guys to check this property. So you just go to the element properties of that text, check to see if that is annotative setting turned on to true or false. And as you can see here in the screenshot, this particular text, it was set to true. So it's going to follow the annotation scale. If it's set to false, it will not scale with the annotation scale. So this is a good solution, or pretty common solution to some of those issues.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. If you want to see more such series, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you, and see you next time.